You know what the healthiest thing that we could be doing right now is sort of visualizing where is it we want to go. You know, you can spend all the time talking about all the bad shit that's going on in the world, but that's like you're on your own highway in your brain of the path of everything that's wrong. You're going to get stuck in that, excuse me, you're going to get stuck in that old way of thinking, just analyzing how bad it is. But in order to jump out of everything that's bad, you got to make like your own path, your own highway in a different direction. And it's like we all got to do that on a personal level, but on a bigger level, where is it we all want to head? What does the perfect world look like? How do we know when change is actually happening? You know, maybe things are changing and we don't even know it because we don't know what change looks like. We're going to be so focused on here's everything that's wrong that we can't tell the solution when it shows up. So here's my start of it. What would a perfect world look like, or what would change start to look like? We get rid of all the justice system, but the demand, I think, is going to be somewhat, it needs a new name, but it's like we all need better doctors. And everybody needs their own personal doctor. And it's in society's best interest that everybody sees a doctor just about every day. It's like you need to have somebody to bounce off. What is it you're doing? Are you on your right track? Are you getting what it is you want? Is it affecting your world? Is it affecting your house? How does it affect you? Illness has everything to do with your behavior, so it's kind of healthy for you to be in check with yourself. Some form of justice system, it will be trapped within this system of everybody having their own personal health care person, because as soon as you start seeing a path that causes any type of illness, then you know something is wrong someplace. So there's got to be some kind of avenue that as soon as we start seeing somebody get sick or starting to have, behaviors that we don't like, it will come up with those professionals that we get to talk to all the time, and that has to be evidence that something's wrong. So it's like if you end up getting cancer, then those professionals that you're talking to know something's wrong within your environment, and in a future where we see it, we actually see that there's an effect that you don't stop until you actually find the cause of what's affecting you to get sick. So if it means you end up, hey, that company is putting out pollution, we now have, the openness and willingness to say, we're shutting you down because you're polluting people. And there's no legal bullshit you got to get around to do the right thing. It's, for a fact that it's wrong, and you stop the bad behavior. And you found the right one because the behavior changes. Everybody gets healed. When people get healed, you got the right guy that was guilty. So, it's not rocket science that, if you're not guilty of something, nobody's getting sick. So that's kind of the biggest demand that I can see is trackers, is tracking your thoughts and your logic and making sure you're on your right path, and helping you get connected constantly with what you need in your universe. I see lots of work needs to be done within our transportation. That whole industry needs to be changed. I see like mechanics is kind of a bad job because it's always been dealing with a lot of pollution, but it's a matter, I see huge business. I think that's where we're going to change the free energy. It's going to come from people just working in their own homes and converting your current motor that you have in your car to the new technology that can make your car run on nothing. Whether industry is going to catch on it or not, but that same technology that can get you free energy, there's going to be lots of business with people working in their own houses, transforming every appliance you've got. Even how you run your house, the electricity, all of that stuff needs to be changed, and there's lots of work. where the resources come from, I mean, the whole chain of how that needs to happen, we just need to get connected to people that want to do some of this stuff. Anything that's polluted, the technology that cleans something is high demand. Farming is going to be another thing that's in high demand. Getting back to nature, anything that can give you pleasure out of your life is going to be a high demand, because you're more productive if you're having fun. And the next aspect of life isn't going to be so revolved around working. It's going to be revolved around enjoying life. So there's got to be opportunities for you to enjoy life in as many different ways as possible. It sort of gives you the reason to live. You know, and it's like once humanity has this, hey, life's worth living, it's worth saving. So it's like we really, really have been, you know, only the rich can enjoy life. And it's like, no, you got to get the slaves enjoying their life if you want them to be productive. But slavery is going to be the end, because the slaves won't, you know, in order to get people working, you can't treat them like slaves. So all of slavery is going to be gone, from what I see as a solution. So that means there's going to be a lot of art, you know, a lot of dancing and music, but right types of music. Stuff that influences, you know, that happy feeling. If you've got a song that's, woe is me, then I don't see songs like that will be very popular, because everybody's going to be so focused on trying to feel good, you know, that the slightest sign of something negative will be rejected. That's kind of like the perfect world that I see in, but it's the picture to aim for. You know, to me, I see world peace is when everybody's enjoying their version of peace without doing harm to anybody else. So that's the vision I see. What's the vision that you see? If we're going to create something different, shouldn't we at least have a vision of it? Peace out.